Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video from virtualroof.com, where we provide cloud computing services that allow your employees to work from anywhere and still be under one virtual roof. We do this by hosting over 300 software applications and their associated data. All of those applications and data can be accessed and used from any of the devices you see on this screen. If you'd like more information about us, you can go to our website. You could also do a search for virtualroof.com on YouTube. You can send us an email at info@virtualroof.com, or you can call us at 866-932-2281. We recently did a video on YouTube talking about why you should choose virtualroof.com as your hosting company for cloud computing services. And in that video, we show what you should be getting from any cloud computing company out there. These are just standard things at a bare minimum, and if you're not getting these, you need to find another hosting company. So what we're going to focus on is what virtualroof.com actually provides in addition to that. Unlimited tech support, unlimited consulting services, software training, and business skills training. And then once we got that list up, we said, well, what are our credentials for providing these services? And we also included our certifications. In today's video, we want to show where the rubber meets the road. And essentially what I mean by that is we want to show how we actually provide these services to real live customers so that you see that we're not just saying these things, we're actually doing them. The first company we're going to focus on is a company called Insurance Services of Central Florida in Orlando. They're an independent insurance agency. The second company is Vision Corp, which is a manufacturer's rep for cable television products. And the third company is also a manufacturer's rep called Trainer's Tool Chest. All three of these companies took advantage of a lot of our services, and by doing so became more productive and more efficient and grew their businesses. In today's video, we're going to focus specifically on Vision Corp. The other two companies are highlighted in other videos on YouTube. And again, all of these services are included with our hosting packages. And just so you understand why that's important, if you go to some of the other hosting partners' websites, you'll find that they put limits on the amount of service that they will give you. For instance, you look down here, this company at their top of the line package, they provide database customization but only 30 fields. And they will only give you 2 hours of training. So there's a lot of limitations. And then if you look down at the bottom, it says additional fees, ACT consulting services. We don't charge additional fees for our consulting services. So now what I'd like to show you are some specific things that we did for our customer of ours called Vision Corp. And again, they're a manufacturer's rep in the cable television industry. And what we did for them, they had a report that they needed to send to the manufacturers on a regular basis that needed to include all of the sales opportunities, really a forecasting report, every week or every month, depending on the manufacturer. The problem they had was in ACT has this thing called opportunities, and you could pull up the opportunity list view. They would have to do that. Then they would have to go in and create a field called manufacturer, which we ended up creating for them. And then they would have to find all the ones for a particular manufacturer and export this list out to Excel. Okay, so, and I'll just do that real quick so you can kind of see what you get. So we get the contact the company, but what the manufacturer needed also was the state, because this manufacturer's rep, Vision Corp, was restricted to certain states. 23 states to be exact, and they needed to make sure, the manufacturers needed to make sure that Vision Corp was staying within their geographical boundaries. Okay, well, you can't include state in this view, which means you cannot include it in the Excel spreadsheet. The other thing that they needed was the product information. None of that's included in here, and you can't include it in here if you're just using ACT. So what did we do? We used Topline Dash again. And we created a dashboard, or multiple dashboards for them. This dashboard happens to show Trilithic, which is one of their manufacturers. This is APS is another manufacturer. And now they're able, and it shows our breakdown by product within Trilithic. And so now all they've got to do is click on the Topline Dash button. They click on the opportunities by manufacturer. They click on the Excel button. And we're just going to save this and open it. And there you go. Look at this. Company contact even included the ID status field. Look over here to the right, city and state. And then in the middle, you see the product item number, the product name, and the product quantity. Okay, so a process that took them hours to perform is 4 clicks away. Can you imagine the amount of productivity increase that this customer had? And here's the coolest part of this story. 2 days ago, our customer, Vision Corp, called us up and said they were so grateful for what we did because the manufacturers are giving them additional territory because they do such a good job with this report. It's so much better than the reports they've been doing in the past, and it by far blows away all of their competitors' reports. And so now these manufacturers are increasing the territory for this manufacturer's rep. Awesome success story there. Okay, the other thing that we did for this particular customer, the same customer, Vision Corp, is we helped them with territory management. As I said, they cover 23 states. They've got about 6 or 7 sales reps, and those reps are broken down geographically by state. And so they've got a sales rep for their Mid-Atlantic region, and that sales rep needed to be restricted to those users. So what we did is we came in and we showed them how to set up a team, manage teams. And we created a team called Mid-Atlantic. We added the sales rep and the sales assistant. So you see there's 2 people on that team, 2 users on that team. And then what we did is we showed them how to create a dynamic group in ACT. So we created a group called Mid-Atlantic, and we showed them how to create a query. In this example, this is a query that says if the state equals Maryland or North Carolina or Virginia, then add these folks to this group. And then once they're added to the group, we're able to set up limited access so that only the Mid-Atlantic team can see the folks that are in the Mid-Atlantic region. Awesome, right? Now let me go one more step here. This capability, territory management, if you're looking at Salesforce.com, puts you into the $125 category. $125 per user per month. If you look down here, here's territory management. So if you want territory management and you're looking at Salesforce.com, it's going to cost you $125 per user per month. And oh, by the way, look, in small print here it says billed annually. What that means is they're giving you a per month quote, but you got to pay 12 months up front. That ought to throw up a big red flag for you. Thanks again for taking a few minutes to watch this video from virtualroof.com. If you'd like more information about us, you can go to our website. You could also do a search for virtualroof.com on YouTube. You can send us an email at info@virtualroof.com, or you can call us at 866-932-2281.